If I pop up on your For You page, hi, if you don't know who I am, my name is Danny. I'm a psychic medium. And for those of you that do know who I am, what's up? Hey, so I have been given several requests to do a reading on what's to come for the Casa Amor episodes with Love Island. I usually do psychic readings for reunions or when I want to do deep dives of certain cast members. For example, I did them for PPG, Alandra and Shelly, and a lot of things I spoke about them have come to be true. So let's get into it. So really what this is going to be is a fun reading. It's really just be fun. We don't know what's going to happen. I feel like they're currently filming everything right now. So I just kind of want to get like some quick predictions out there just to see what lands and to see if I'm on the money. So when I do readings, I do use playing cards. I don't use tarot or anything. I do use playing cards or I get visions and downloads. So let's see what comes. So let's get some insight. When it comes to the couples, who will be exploring, who would not? And what could fall out from that? Let's see. Mm-hmm. So, I have a few cards that came out. We have this King of Spades and Queen of Spades. And with them being the same, it tells me like there's one specific couple of both people will be exploring. And I do see Casey and Anaya. And let's see, with this King of Clubs here, King of Fire. Sincere did pop in my head of exploring. I don't think he's going to go full throttle like we're expecting. But there will be some chats, some conversations I'm seeing him having. I keep seeing him by the pool with his man bun up. You know, he got that man bun up and his hand up. You lying. But I see him having chats. But it doesn't look like it's particularly with women that he could be interested in. Like, I see a blonde. So, we'll see with that. Jack of Hearts. And I do see Bryce. I see Bryce in a sense of him chatting with quite a few people. They don't look the same, but it's looking like the conversations amongst age maturity are coming up. So we might see some women coming into Casa that could be 27 plus that are going to try to match Bryce by his maturity. Because remember, some of these Casa folks do see what we say online. So when they want to come in and wreck the couple, they're going to use social media sayings to like push through. And so then we have this Three of Hearts at the bottom. And two's going up. So I do see someone bringing back somebody or being a love triangle. Because I don't see a big elimination happening right after Casa Amor like last year. I do see them trying to give people a chance. It's kind of given season 6. When they gave them a chance to all kind of come to the villa. And to see the choices they make for the couple days. 2 to 3 days to see what they do. And then recouple up again. And we get some more insight. Okay, Zach and Kata. Three of Clubs going up. Yes, I do see a love triangle kind of exploding. 9 of Hearts at the bottom. There's somebody here that's going to have multiple choices, and it's not going to be Kinsey, but it's going to be multiple choices here of who they want to decide what that could look like. Someone here is going to be juggling really hard about if they want to try a fulfillment or if they don't. I do see Casey, so I think what may happen is Anaya might be the one to bring someone back from Casa. Casey might do the exploration, and there might be a video release to show conversations that they're having, and Anaya's not going to like the conversations. She's going to see happening, what's being said, because it's just like, why didn't you say that to me? So I could see Casey doing that thing, playing that game, kind of like he did with Souls. Like, oh, I want to talk to you, but I'm not. I want to talk to you, but I'm not. But then when I'm leaving, I'm eliminated. You want to give me this long hug, like, oh, I respect you. I should have done more. And then we're just gonna see that again. We're gonna see them really trying to, yeah, 5 diamonds here. Yeah, we're gonna really see them trying to it's going to be something here about finance and money. I think they're going to bring in a bombshell that could really relate to Anaya with in terms how they grew up, things that they value, and same thing with KC, because you know, we often see their conversation of the difference how they grew up. KC is from California, Fresno, for example, I'm from Los Angeles, California, and you know, that is a lot, and not fully much really there, right? Versus Anaya, who grew up in Atlanta with some money from her parents and stuff. So just the way they grew up is very different. Just the family dynamics can be different. And that is something that we're going to see them really pressing into when it comes to these Casa folks coming in. Let's see what else can I pull. What else for Casa Amor? Okay, I see like a big stage. I do think there is going to be that walkway again when they're bringing people back from Casa. It's kind of like a world stage or something. I think they're going to try to have them do like major speeches of why they chose this person. It's very interesting. It's like I see glimpses of last year. It's like this merge because, you know, they're very big into like big things. So I'm seeing big hearts, big lights. Ariana standing in the middle of one of the clear lit up hearts. Okay. That was very interesting. But yeah, it's something about something the big stage. It's like standing in it. Like you're going to express to everyone who you picked, why you picked them, and they're not going to do it where two people are coming up. I don't think to like see who they pick. It's going to be them bringing back their person. Let's see what else is here. What's more insight? What's to come from Casa Amor? What's to fall out? What's to look like? Let's get into some conversations that could come up. Yeah, I've seen Casey's like, yeah, she understands me. There's something here about like just relatability to how we grew up, 10 of diamonds. Yeah, money's coming up again. I think we're gonna see a lot of people, a lot of Casa people kind of, the looks are there, but they're really trying to hone in on the morals and values folks have. And to show if that is a major part of compatibility, if that's the best part of compatibility. We have the 6 of diamonds here. I know Bryce had an old coworker that came in. You know, there could be a past cast member that comes in. I don't see so. Please. You think she's coming? Let me know. Could be. Like I said, I'm not perfect. But I do see possible past cast members coming in as Casa folks. I don't know why I see Coco, but it could be somebody from the past coming in, someone that will be brought back to the villa most likely. But there's a lot here. The themes here is relatability, morals, values. Because, you know, we saw Kenzie have that weird face-to-face call with Caleb. Someone who talks the way I talk, seeing the things I did, been in places I've been. Okay, it's not training time. But it's going to be something of that. They're really trying to push this to see, like, are people going to bite? Let's get some other predictions. Who else do we think is going to switch up their couple? Trinity. We might see Trinity not too happy with what Bryce is discussing. And honestly, we might see Trinity explore and bring someone back just off piece of it. I can see Trinity over at the other bill like, bitch, we got to get up. Like, they're over doing all this and that. Like, we already know these men. Let's get out here in the field. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of lies revealed, a lot of things coming at them fast. Some of these challenges are going to also be very revealing, and they're going to be putting them in more spaces where they're having a lot more free time to literally mingle a lot more, like it is like a bachelor and bachelorette, and we're seeing what people are doing when they're just like laying around kissing, and when they have their guys hyping them up or their girls. Okay, let's get one last. Let me see. If there is an elimination from Casa, who do I see going home? I don't know. I think I see Caleb and Jen. Couple of people are going home with this Jack of Clubs. But there is a guy that's being amongst this Casa group, not playing, gonna make his intentions very clear. And it's not like in a perform way. It's like, I like you, I want you, I see you, you fine as fuck, I'm fine as fuck, let's see what this goes. I love what you got going on about you, I love what I got going on about me. I think we're a great match. We're going to see a lot more of that push energy coming in with the Casa guys. Let's check on the Casa girls. Let's see if they bout it. Let's see if they want to, you know, pull people for chats, you know, do what a bombshell Casa girl's supposed to do. I see 2 girls that are going to be up on Casey's bumper. And, yeah, I think Casey's going to be the one that's like, I have this choice, I have that choice. And then there's Anaya. my main one, my loving one. And I just don't know. But we're gonna see him really just doing all this rigmarole, playing it and coming back. Jack of Hearts, yeah, and then trying to get his boo back. So we might see a really big movement within that couple. And I don't know, I'm just getting like Casey is going to explore, but I don't think he's going to follow through with all the stuff he's going to be saying in Casa by bringing the person back. Versus Anaya, who saw it, didn't like it, and might bring them back. So we'll see. But from what I'm seeing here is morals, a lot about morals and compatibility again. I've noticed with Love Island, there's like themes they lean into, and compatibility was a big thing. And they'll bring in something for someone when they say they want that thing. Even though Caleb Tugg was a cowboy, but Kenzie wanted someone basically white, southern, got that, and did not. So I think this is really just to show that, like, should we really close ourselves off to things we don't have full things in common with people with? And sometimes, yeah, especially as women. But that's what I'm seeing here. Let me do a speed round. My clients love when I do this. I just pull a card and a speed round, giving this bunch of predictions to see what sticks, what doesn't. Okay, let's wrap this up with a speed round. Predictions that come from this Casa Amor, the fallout, the blowout. Couples we not expected. Four of Hearts. Families gonna be popping in during Casa Amor. There's gonna be a lot of families not happy, and this is probably falling deaf ears. Leave them families members alone. They're reacting at the same time as us to some things that they should not be saying. Like, if you're gonna be insulting cast members straight out, that's probably not the best route. But it's gonna be a lot of tension within that because of these couples and what's gonna be happening on these sides. I'm seeing Charlie. Why am I seeing Charlie? It's like, I don't know if Charlie's gonna be a constable or if they're gonna try to pull him in towards the end around the time, or maybe bring him the after sun. It's one of those things, but we're probably gonna see a glimpse of Charlie in some way. I just don't know in what way, and I don't want to say. Ace of Spades, some new beginnings. There's gonna be a lot of conversations happening when people come back. A lot of things revealed, a lot of things settled. And hold on, does Melanie explore? So Melanie does get a couple suitors as well that would like to explore her. She is going to be very, like, trying to prove, like, while I'm away from Sincere, I want to prove, while I'm away from Sincere, I want to prove that he can trust me. Love her now, but him trusting you is not the problem. The nigga's a liar. And she might see glimpses of things she does not care for in the video or whatever they revealed to her. But I do see Melanie be one of the main ones to struggle. Like, they're going to really have to, like, pull that girl, like, get into it. Same thing probably with Anaya. And I think Anaya is going to struggle with not wanting to embarrass herself or embarrass KC on TV, especially as understanding the stakes, but Trinity, and then we'll talk life into her. And then we're going to see Kata really just chatting it up. Kata's going to be having a good time. And then Zach might be the one that does something he don't need to be doing, like, for real. And Kata might say, but I just do see Kata really playing around her field, like, being open. Who can I think of from previous seasons that it reminds me of? Like, they're not for real open, but they're willing to, like, lay in bed with you. They're willing to chat with you and go through the motions with it. And it could be, like, I'm seeing maybe, like, a Janae. Like, you know, like, I'm thinking of him back home, but, like, I'm willing to go through the motions with you. But I do see them just getting a lot of things revealed. So I do think there will be some challenges along the way of what's revealed. Maybe how the Casa feels about the boys' partners and vice versa. Something messy like that. And then they're going to have the conversation like, why do you feel that way? It's like, well, you know, from what I've seen, this was what's going on. That's going to really push them to be like, maybe I should be looking to explore if my person's not even for real sure if they're really solid in this connection. But that's what I got from this. I do think it would be kind of a big mess. I do think there'll still be people disappointed because there might be some resolutions coming from this, or who they feel like doesn't deserve to move forward will be moving forward and not. And I didn't say much about Kenzie. What can I say? They're in the air. I really do think Kenzie and Corbin, I'm going to try to stick with it. And I think it has to do with how America voted them. They're really trying to prove to us. Well, we don't like either of you, but it's not about my personal feelings. Yeah, it's like running around having. Actually, I did see Kenzie just kiss somebody. I did see Corbin just kiss somebody. Honestly, Kenzie and Corbin might bring somebody back different from home. That's probably why I didn't have much to say about them because it would be like, oh my god, a big deal, but it won't. It gives like Miguel and Leah, except they both brought somebody home, and then they're probably gonna try to get back together when it all comes back to the villa. That's what I have. What do you guys think? What are your predictions for Casa? Are we hoping that they're gonna bring legit, really fine men through? How you think the women are gonna be moving? You know, what do you think they're gonna say to the guys to get them wanna explore outside their couple? Mine is for Casey. It kind of reminds of Cordell when they want to get real physical. It's like, if I was there, I would have been behind your door. I was real mad when no one's behind your door. How they let this Black King's door be empty. That's what I'm going to see coming. What do you see coming? Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch y'all next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe onto my YouTube channel. I have other readings, in-depth readings. Just posted a prediction that came true about Alandria with education. So, yeah, bye.